in the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit 'em, just let the rhythm hit 'em. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system, let's turn it up.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. It's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Let's go. Photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang, 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 gang. Know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo poor, so photogenic. All I
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. They go play action here on first down. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ted Hendricks. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Bettis. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Gus Edwards, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. A strong run there, boy, when he gets it, especially around the goal line like a bull in a china shop.
And none of us ever want to confront that bull in any china shop, do we? Any more than we want to confront him. Got behind his pads, ran with power, and got into the end zone.
What an asset around the goal line, a guy like that.
It's almost like a safety blanket, isn't it? When all else fails, hand it to this big back and let him power his way forward.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's out wide here for Robinson. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they hit him as he throws.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If it coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. If this music don't work out, I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't try to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shot for. Can't trust them cause they not my. Cause we worry about getting figures. All my ain't father figures, just know my. Quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
I'm downstairs. You mean? Girl. I told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly.
You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia Peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking, impatient, be waiting, confused like what happened. You get attitude cause I'm getting mad, cause you wanna take 20 minutes and a half. And on top of that, I gotta get gas out of the freeway, pick up traffic. What the is you doing? We gotta dip. Cardi, yeah. Watch your tick. Waiting for that last minute for your hell. Now stop playing games, go and bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The man in motion left here, Johnson. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 30 on second down, Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He finds his man complete. That's Gonzalez. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Here's Edwards again on second down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be...
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Credit the great Michael Strahan with a sack.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became third and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Play action. Rodgers. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Calvin Johnson, 75 yards. And the Eagles are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Rodgers now on first down. He finds his man. Complete. It's Gonzalez. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Rodgers. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. To throw is Rodgers. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Rodgers. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
No gain on the play there. Second down. Throwing is Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. It's Gonzalez. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. It's Gonzalez. And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
He's got a man, complete. And he will be taken down, but it is a huge play there to flip field position. And they'll be on the other side of the field as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers. That is caught. It's Calvin Johnson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down. A give for Edwards running right. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Michael Strahan. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And contact defensively. And that might make things 5 yards easier. So that'll move them up 5, make the kick a little easier.
Rarely do you get kickers that don't want some yardage closer to the post, right? It's rare, but in this case, they'll definitely take it.
Tucker's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to look deep down the field. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And that one complete downfield to Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 43 yards. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Rodgers. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Rodgers going to throw. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Calvin Johnson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 52 yards. They'll run here with Edwards. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Johnson goes in motion left. Up the middle they run with Bettis. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jerome Bettis, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are once again back in front.
Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the...
He rifles one that's intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
We'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Credit the secondary, credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
He's going to let it go again. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. In motion right, here comes Johnson. Up the middle, here's Edwards. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers, and he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Michael Strahan. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. It's Gonzalez. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tony Gonzalez, 48 yards.
The fuck on out of here, bum. The fuck out of here.
So an important drive for them there. They're not home, but...
I knew you was gone. $70,000 XP from that cornerback, then I need to get this motherfucker.
Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Taken from about the 12. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The man in motion left here, Johnson. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
First carry for the Hall of Famer. It's the boss, Jerome Bettis. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, it's Edwards. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Johnson goes in motion left. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers completes it to Fitzgerald. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rally to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st down, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Now Rodgers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, they go to Edwards. Shoves him aside. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Rodgers now to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Gonzalez. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. The man in motion left here, Johnson. They'll try and pound it with a big back Bettis. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Gonzalez. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Johnson goes in motion left. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Larry Fitzgerald. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the 2nd, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now Patterson to start the drive. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 43-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They'll run with Patterson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. First and 10, it's Patterson. Taken down at the 42.
And certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from the usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. Is it normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that? Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Got a man, it's Patterson complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. Gay's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Here's Patterson again.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out
to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he will have a Cowboys first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. He's got Gronkowski yet again. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You talk about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
He only got a yard, but that was enough to do the job.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Back to throw here. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Cordero Patterson, 33 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They run once more with Edwards. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him any time he has open space.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. That's down the field to Moss, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Edwards. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
From the 29, Rodgers. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Scoring has really been at a premium.
You bum-ass niggas will get the help.
But this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Darnell Duncan able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks, they often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the third sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Patterson running between the tackles. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they're getting with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame. And
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then, oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys...
Man, y'all niggas, they gonna help y'all like that? You feel good about that, bro? The game just helping your bum ass.
Yeah, that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays.
This game's so fucking phony, bro.
Everything that they do, but not too far. They want to be in position
wow.
to play on the ball, and that they do.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 76 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run with Patterson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
You know what's up, bum ass nigga.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means...
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star.